You're looking at the moment. Indy, a retired police dog, was rescued by a team of firefighters. 2 nights ago, Indy fell into a deep hole that required the rescue team to pull him out by a rope.
And now this morning, we know that Indy still has a test to go through after that hard fall, but the owner tells us he's been a trooper through the entire thing. And today, that team that saved Indy, they're speaking out about that rescue. CBS 8's Chris Groh is there. So what have you learned about this so far? What a miraculous ending to a story.
Yeah, and let's just start with the latest update that we have from Indy's owner. And he told us that, yes, he's on his way to recovery, but not walking just yet. But still, think about everything that that dog went through on that day there on Wednesday when falling, again, anywhere between 50 to 60 feet down this hole. And for those of you that haven't seen this video yet, take a look at your screen again. This took multiple fire crews. This was a multi-jurisdictional response here, as we were told here by the firefighters that we spoke with. All of them going to this home near Vista Drive and Bonita Glen. All of this happening right here in Chula Vista. The dog, Indy, trapped in that hole for more than 4 hours as firefighters, again, tried to rescue it. But remember, and this is something that we got a little bit more insight into today, they didn't really have a lot of options. This was a situation where they didn't want that hole to collapse and then risk firefighters as well too. So they were going through a number of different options, brainstorming, working together, trying to find a strategy. And it was thankfully actually the animal with the city, the animal control, that actually had a certain type of rope, that lasso that we now know was so important there to get Indy out of the hole, that it was them making that lasso with that rope that they were able to get Indy out of the hole.
Ultimately, it was a lasso that we had put together, and then we were able to wrap it around the dog. And he's not here right now, but Fernando and my partner Lee were able to pull him out. We had a haul team at the ready for when we were able to cinch the dog up, and yeah, we were able to get him out.
And you know what else is so remarkable is that our conversation actually with those firefighters was cut short. Their job never ends. In fact, you'll see right there, their engines immediately called out for service during our interviews. We actually had to cut our interview short. There was one firefighter, Fernando, who you just heard about. We didn't even get a chance to interview because he had to rush out for a separate call. So 3 firefighters, we only got to talk to 2 of them, and all 3 of them were put out on calls in the middle of our time here at the fire station number 3. So again, we know that they've got a lot of work to do. They're going to be doing that work. And we know, of course, that Indy is going to be on the road to recovery now. Reporting in Chula Vista, I'm Chris Groh for CBS 8.